This week we're going to talk about some ups and downs. And in true ups and downs fashion, I just realized I recorded almost this entire episode without hitting the record button. Hey everybody, welcome to episode 3 of T-T. Thanks for joining me. I wanted to make this the episode where I said, hey, I did everything perfectly, I met all of my goals, I even went above and beyond, but that's not the case. It's kind of been a week of ups and downs, and I want to get into some of those things. I also want to let you know up front, I'm going to do a little bit of talking here, and next week we're going to switch the format up so there's a lot more action throughout the week and less of me sitting here talking. Okay, so follow me here. I joined Overeaters Anonymous a while back, and it's something that internally I normally wouldn't join. I'm not going to sit in a room and talk about all of my flaws, and I'm not generally a social person anyway, so it was a real hard step for me to do that, and I wasn't sure how I was going to like that, if it's going to be beneficial to me, but the group was awesome. The people there are so kind. The structure of the meetings and the program is great. And it really let me see how eating had become an addiction for me. But not only that, I get a lot out of listening to other people. And somebody in one of the meetings said, if you were falling down the stairs and you caught yourself halfway, would you throw yourself down the rest of the way? And I thought that was very interesting because for me, what that meant at the time when I was focused on the eating part was we all have those days where you are supposed to set out dinner or something goes wrong with dinner. For me, it would be, I didn't thaw the chicken out. And so next step would be, well, let's order a pizza because we're starving. And hey, the pizza comes with breadsticks. Let's get a Coke with that. Then after you're done with that, maybe ice cream sounds good. And it's a slippery slope of having one bad decision let you rationalize in your mind that another bad decision, because you're starting to feel good. You're eating the things that you think you want to eat, and so you're throwing yourself down the rest of the staircase, basically. So what that means for me today is when I have these ups and downs during a week, I want to make sure that when I do have that downward trend, I'm recognizing it and trying to pick myself back up or stop the slide, so to speak, as quick as possible. So I did have some successes, I did have some failures, and we'll chat about that real quick. Okay, I'm going to start with the successes because I normally would not focus on those. I had a lot of tendencies to focus on the failures, and then those failures, were compounded by depression or lack of motivation or whatever happened there for me. But I'm trying to stop that pattern. So here's a few successes that were very important to me. One, I had some friends over to watch a live stream concert of Dermot Kennedy. If you don't know who he is, you should check him out. I'll put some links below. And the concert was awesome, but it was my turn to host, so I had to also have food to accompany that. And I did make some really good choices. I had lots of fruit, lots of vegetables. Instead of chips, I had the pretzel thins, and I did buy some chips and salsa for everyone else, but I did not partake in that. That's one of my rules. I'm not eating chips and salsa. And I drank water. So all in all, it was really good. Didn't need the pizza and all the fatty foods to have a good time. A second major success for me, coming from a big Italian family, is that we had a birthday for my niece Audia, and it was a cookout at my sister's house, and lots of good food there, lots of good desserts. My other sister makes amazing cakes, and I ended up eating my hamburger or my hot dog without a bun. I didn't eat any of the potato chips, and I also did not eat any dessert, which was super hard for me, but I felt very accomplished at the end of the day when I was driving home that I did not cheat on my diet. And speaking of diet, that's my third success, is I made a lot of healthy choices this week, and there were times where I definitely did not want to do that. There are so many cravings that creep up, but I filled myself up with vegetables a lot of times and water and all of the things that are good for me. And at the end of the day, I felt not only good physically, but mentally, and it kind of strengthened my resolve to keep going. Okay, the reality of the situation is there are some failures that happened this week, and I take full ownership for that. I said on last week's vlog that I was going to run a mile a day, and I only ran 2. And I did those back to back, and I don't know why I stopped, because to be honest with you, what sucks is I felt great after I ran those miles, and I was excited to go to the gym on the second day and make sure that I was pushing myself a little bit. I ran my fastest mile that I had in a long time, and I felt like I was going to do this all week, and I should have done it all week. But in the efforts of trying to pick things back up and not let myself get knocked down, I'm going to give myself that same challenge this week, and starting tomorrow I'm going to run a mile a day until the next vlog comes out. My second failure, which is embarrassing, is that I only made it through rest day on the push-up challenge. I did, I think, 3 or 4 days, and then I hit that rest day. But as soon as I hit that rest day, I just didn't pick it up from there. And I'm telling you, this push-up challenge, I've posted it on my Facebook page, and if you want a copy of it, just leave a comment below. But it is so easy in the sense that it doesn't take any time at all. I mean, it takes maybe 60 seconds, possibly 2 minutes, but there's no reason to do that. And one thing that I'm also realizing is I'm not pushing myself when I'm at home, and I have every resource available to me at home. Like many other people, I have some exercise equipment that has been collecting dust. I'm going to break those back out and try to use those. They're in my living room, and if I'm watching TV, there should be times that I'm on the treadmill or on the bike watching TV. Also, I've come up with a little thing called stairs and chairs, and I have both things at the house. Most people do. And so what I'm going to do is, if I find myself lacking the motivation to go out and do something, or I found myself at the end of the night and I haven't done anything productive as far as trying to be physically fit, I am going to run stairs, and at the bottom or the top of the stairs I'll have a chair, and I'll do workouts in between running, and that will be something that I can do from home. Finally, I have a lot of great people supporting me. I can't tell you how many people reached out to me. I've got some plans to do some vlogging with some friends that have reached out to me, and it's just been a great thing to connect like that. One friend in particular that I went to Ball State with, her name is Amy Orr. She is running for a cause, and we've connected through Facebook, and she sent me this cool video.
All right, Tony, this one's for you. I'm out here doing 13.1. If I can do this, you can do this. I know you can. I'm super proud of you, and look forward to watching the rest of your journey. Take care.
And one thing that I really love that she said about her experience and working with World Vision is this quote. Our family now sponsors 2 children through World Vision and provides life-changing drinking water and sanitation to the villages that they live in. This important mission gives each of my steps meaning, and I plan to wear their names proudly on my jersey in 2020. She's running a marathon, and she's doing it for a cause. I am supporting her. I hope you support her as well. If you feel like you want to support her, I'm going to leave a link below to her donation page, and hopefully everybody can encourage everybody. That's how this world should work. So next week we will be changing the format. You'll see a lot more of what I'm doing and a lot less of this background and me talking. So until then, see you next week.